Told niggas. I told them. Told you this dude was a goofball. Told you this dude was a weirdo. But I got a question. I got a question for you, Lord Jamal. Who you speak for? Who is we when you talking about this situation? Who is we? I love Fat Joe. I love what Fat Joe does for the hip hop community. But I think you went a little bit too far with wanting to voice your opinion so much on shit. First and foremost, let's get this clear and straight. You don't do shit for the community that you came from. You don't even come back unless they got some money for you. You got the nerve to speak about Fat Joe instead of trying to better your city, instead of going other places and making everybody else rich outside your city. You got personal beefs. And honestly speaking, that Fat Joe is making a point. You looking like a racist for real. Because ain't you the same type of person that told us back in New Row when you was brand Nubians and Slow Down and all that, Wake Up was one of the songs that you partaked in making. And if it wasn't white, then it comes from black. That's what you saying? If it ain't European, it come from black, respectfully. So why is you attacking Fat Joe like he's not black? I thought Puerto Ricans was black. Or have some black connection. How you trying to pull the race card, but you try to act like you don't have no issues with other races? You looking like a racist. Hit the share button, hit the like button, man. We on this shit, man. I'm talking about some real shit, man. Lord Jamal, you don't do nothing for New Rochelle. You came out of New Rochelle, bro. You used to live down by the water. You ain't putting nobody on in the town. You doing big things. Yeah, I'm talking about it again. They asked me to take the shit down last time. The grand man asked me to take the shit down last time. But now, since you doing shit like this, it's only right to pull your card. I remember you wouldn't cross Huguenot Street, nigga. But you talking about other people. Who the fuck is we, though? I need to know that. Like, when you talking, who is we? Because you look sad right now. You look sad right now. Who's we, bro? Take my towel down. Move it. I don't give a fuck. I'll leave it. But who is we? When you speaking about boycotting somebody's album, did niggas do that shit to you when you was a rapper? Did anybody do that to you when you was on ours and when you was in these movies and your soundtrack was on Menace to Society? Did anybody from the town boycott your shit? And you ain't do nothing for the town. You ain't do nothing. Let's be real. We're going to listen to what this shit is all about. Fat Joe, courtesy of Forgotten Kings TV 2.0. He's putting up the interview. He's, breaking down the interviews. And Lord Jamal responded to what Fat Joe said on Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion. Shout out to Math Hoffa and them. But we're going to listen real quick, and then we're going to have some dialogue, man.
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say a name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever these bro. We got a Looney Tune, like your man Lord Jamal, who's a fucking Looney Tune. Mm-hmm. Okay, he's a loony bin, right? We just said that the drug of choice is attention. It's this and this and that. They get a guy who he was a legend. He's brand Nubian, right? And he's the wackest in the crew. Be clear. But now this might be like trying to get lit, trying to say anything. The world's flat. This, that, anything to go viral.
Fat Joe has an album out right now. And just like how the Democratic Party kind of expected foundational Black Americans to just support it just because, I think Fat Joe thinks that although he has a gripe with foundational Black Americans, I think he believes that we're going to go out there and support his new venture.
Who's we? Who? What you mean by we're gonna go out? He expects us, we, to go out and support this new venture. You don't even support your own city. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Yeah, I'm talking shit. Cause it is what the fuck it is. How you talking about the next man, nigga? You don't do nothing for your own fucking city. You's a weirdo. Straight like that, man. Straight like that.
I feel that all foundational Black Americans should boycott Fat Joe's new album.
He's a weirdo, my nigga.
Because what all these people don't understand is all these people who have been ingratiated by hip hop is that if you took it back to your so-called roots or to your motherland or whatever the case may be and asked them to support you, you would not be with.
I'm confused, God. Help me out. You gotta help me out here. Cause now his motherland, okay, is Puerto Rico. We all come from the same ancestors, man. If you take it all the way back, and that's the shit that y'all was preaching, or trying at least to get us to fucking see through y'all fucking lenses. Just like y'all was telling us the white man was the devil the whole time when y'all made them early songs, shooting videos in the hood. Y'all used to tell everybody in y'all music that the white people was devils and y'all niggas is doing the most business with the white man. You want Vlad left and right. You want Art of Dialogue. You want all these other fucking programs, but you attacking another brother who came from a struggle worse than yours because you lived in a rich part of New Rochelle. It wasn't fairly rich, but it was richer than the struggle, bro. You didn't have to, no worries. You lived down by the water where the boat docks was at. They told me to chill out before. They told me to chill out before. I spoke to a couple people. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to a couple of people and they asked me to chill out, even had me on the phone with you. And I showed you love at one point in time, but that's the sucker shit, man. Because soon as you motherfuckers be trying to silence you and don't want you to speak on certain things because niggas be getting the feathers ruffled, bro. They say the truth will wake a motherfucker up. And I don't give a damn. I'm letting niggas know what the shit is. Lord Jamal, you ain't do nothing for the town. You ain't put nobody on. You went to Brooklyn and put other niggas on and was fronting like you wasn't from New Rochelle, New York, nigga. You and a few other niggas. I'm going to get to them. But since you have so much to say about Fat Joe, I'm gonna speak on some shit, yo. Niggas, tell Fat Joe holla at me, man. Let niggas know the real you, man. You was scared to come into the hood, man. You run around here talking about niggas. What the fuck is up with you?
And you are today. I asked KRS, I asked Fat Joe, I asked Lazy Legs, Buster, a bunch of them. I asked to come to a debate. Sit down and let's talk about like civilized people. Bring your assets, bring what you have that strengthens your argument. I'm going to bring the people that I have that say they were there and can tell you about the origins of hip hop. And yes,
I was there. I could tell you about the origins of how you were shook to come into the hood. I was there. Shout outs to Choke No Joke. He has something smart to say about my boy Sadat X. We're going to get at him on another level because I don't really know him. But shout outs to that man. I would like to have some dialogue with him and ask him, what was the real deal behind that? Brother to brother. If they really on this type of time where they want to help educate people like they say, people be kicking these false facades and roping people in. And these niggas manipulated the game for so long, preaching that God body shit. And this ain't shot to all the gods, but y'all got to do some reconstruction inside y'all units and y'all stuff, because a lot of these dudes who be practicing the religion, they don't be really standing on equality, knowledge, culture, freedom, power, confinement. They don't be following the lessons they be trying to get people to understand. This is a black man condemning another black man. I don't give a damn if he's Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican's black in my eyes, bro. Our ancestors was all slaves. So at the end of the day, how could you be a God body condemning your own brother, man? That shit don't fly right, man. I'm checking it. Yeah, and I know Lord Jamal. I don't know him personally, but I know I'm from the same town as him, and I seen him run on a couple of occasions, bro. I seen that man get famous off the back of the people from the city he from and leave and don't put nobody on. I seen that man end up in movies. The man was on Oz, man. Ain't come back. He moved to Brooklyn and started acting like he was from Brooklyn, though. He lived in Davenport.
some people may have been Puerto Rican. Some people may have had Jamaican background or something like that. But guess what? They were all doing and acting like foundational Black American youth. They weren't acting Jamaican. They weren't acting Puerto Rican. When it came to interacting in hip hop circles, even before the culture had a name, the culture was still there. And it was being influenced by foundational Black American youth using foundational Black American music as its base.
What's the foundation Black American music? Shout outs to everybody. Yeah, I ain't tripping. I ain't worried about none of that. I speak the truth. I know them. I ain't worried about none of that. But at the end of the day, Black American music, they say hip hop comes from the African culture of the beating on the drums and all that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that where they said they originated from? The beating on the drums back in the motherlands of Africa and all the other motherlands in the Caribbean. So Black American music comes from the African roots and the Caribbean roots. And if I do serve right, Puerto Ricans are Caribbean people. Shout out to my Puerto Ricans. I gotta defend Fat Joe on this shit because I have two kids that's half Puerto Rican and half black, but they fully black in my eyes because I don't really get into that shit. But Lord Jamal, for you to be a god body, you going about this wrong. And me being a young brother checking you should just be out of love and respect. But knowing you like I've known you, known of you, not known you, but known of you, you're gonna get in your feelings and avoid shit and go quiet and do this extra shit. And I'm gonna get calls by people that we both know, and they're gonna ask me why I'm going in on you again, because I'm tired of hypocrites like you, man. You always thinking that you speaking for the people. You don't speak for us, my nigga. You speak for yourself, bro. Stop trying to influence people because you got a damn following to boycott another black man that's doing something that's his work to feed his people. Nah, we not saying, listen, man. B Dolo, the origin of the sound and the music, the composing of the music before it was even called hip hop, just like he said, that comes back from the drum beating and the Congo beating and all of that. Black American kids didn't have that when it first started. They had to find the source of the rhythm of the sound first. You know what I mean? That's the point that I'm trying to get at. So how can he just make it a point about Black American? No, you talking about putting the art of the form together and giving it a name. Okay. I won't debate that and get into that, but you really stretching, he's really stretching it and going outside the fucking margin when you attacking another black man. Because Puerto Ricans they have the black connection to them. What is a Puerto Rican? No disrespect, but I'm asking my Puerto Rican people, TMIC Santiago, let me know something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging you because your last name, but it is familiar with a Spanish Latin last name. So I'm just going to put it out there. If you Spanish, all my Spanish people that's checking in, let me know not what you think it is, but with the proof, like the honest proof. And I really want to know. I'm going to look it up too because we was all slaves. All our ancestors was motherfucking binded and brought on places. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not choosing, I'm not doing all that shit. We ain't getting in all that. But this man, he's wrong. Indigenous Taino, African and Spanish heritage. That's what a Puerto Rican is. So they black, Lord Jamal, you goofball, you stupid nigga.
We wasn't using any Puerto Rican slang. And not just Puerto Rican, anything. It's not about hating anything that doesn't look like you. These are...
You are hating. That's right. Shout outs to shout outs to you. That's right. This goofball trying to separate the two. But anytime he wanted to holler at a Puerto Rican mommy or Dominican mommy, he'll talk with a Spanish accent, right? When he was coming up as a teenager and floating through Harlem and doing his 1-2s and busting moves, and you see the pretty Spanish girl or the pretty Latina girl, you gonna try and talk like you Latin. Nigga, cut it the fuck out, man. These guys be killing me with this shit.
Non-arguments that people try to create to try to say that this is what people are upset about. No. We're upset about the fact that you can't just admit that the thing that you love, hip-hop, that has brought you fame and fortune, was created by a people that you subconsciously look down upon.
What's up, everybody?
We have to understand what he's meaning, because now I need to know what that's all about. You said he looked down upon black people. That's what you getting at? You look down upon black people. Who gives you the right to speak for the whole black race, bro? You don't speak for everybody when you making these statements like you some black leader or something. If you was that, you would have came back to the city that got you right to begin with to even make you relevant in this hip hop thing. New Road was the one that backed you. The same city that you bounced on. Same city you bounced on, nigga. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hip hop music culture is a product of African American, Afro Caribbean, and Latino. Which races created hip hop? Afro American, Afro Caribbean, and Latino inner city communities. Says it right here, my nigga. So why the fuck you telling that man that the Latino or the Latino race doesn't have place in creating hip hop? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? This is why a lot of so-called division happens amongst the Latino and the black race, man. It's because of dudes like this dude who try to proclaim like he know everything and he speak for us, bro.
If you own a home in Westchester County or
Not worried about that, man. How you speaking for us? You don't speak for us, my nigga. The shit say it clear as day, my nigga. Puerto Ricans come from Africa. Like their ancestries are indigenous, Taino, African, and Spanish heritage. And hip hop was created with the black African American, the Afro Caribbean, and the Latino race. What are you talking about, Lord Jamal? And then you don't want his own people to support what he doing? You's a fucking weirdo. Something wrong with you, my nigga. Like something really wrong with you, bro. Like you showing the bad side of you right now. B Dolo, I ain't gotta pick no side. Man, I don't have to pick no side. We black. Fuck is this racist shit about, man? You worried about this type of shit. People be worried. What are you talking about? You don't know if the Puerto Rican, shout outs to all my Spanish community. You don't know about if the Spanish people speak up for me. I go in the Latino community in my city and get a lot of love. I'm a co-owner of a soccer league out here that's predominantly Latino. Couple Jamaican, couple Colombian. It's all Latino. I don't know. I can't speak for my race as a whole. I can only give my opinion on from my perspective. I can't speak about them, but I know I go through the Spanish community and get love shown. I get invited to barbecues and dinners and all types of events. My boss is Spanish. The dude who gave me a job to be able to feed my family is Spanish. So when somebody says that the Spanish people don't speak up for me, that's a motherfucking lie. When my brother got killed by the police 4 years ago, the Spanish community was out there. A lot of my people wasn't. So that's how I nipped that whole thing that you trying to state on this page. Clip that. Because the people that I deal with and support me are Spanish. But no disrespect, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I appreciate your dialogue. This is what it does. Hit the like button, hit the share button, man. We deal with real dialogue. I'm not them other YouTube channels that attack people. I just address the BS. Because I know of this person that's attacking another person that has African descent in them. So he's declared a brother. Puerto Ricans are black, bro. What the fuck, bro? Why are we attacking our own people? This is designed and this is what's created. And he gonna make a big dollar off of this shit, attacking another person of color. No, he's not, bro. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Not when he got Spanish nieces and they running around New Rochelle. Not when his nieces are Spanish, my nigga. He's not right, bro. He's not right. Racist. Look, Puerto Rican, some Puerto Rican people look down on blacks. So what? Some black people look down on Puerto Ricans. You don't have to be like that. For him to be God body, that's not how you're supposed to move. You're supposed to educate, not attack. Nah. I mean, everybody has their opinion. If you God body, I don't have no disrespect, but that's not how you move. You don't want to attack people and try to attack and make it a racial thing. Nah, man. That's called division, ain't it? Ain't that called division when you trying to separate, when you trying to get your people to boycott his album, a person that black people was brought up on his music is played a part in hip hop in your upbringing. Say it hasn't. Don't tell me you haven't listened to no Fat Joe during your come up. How could he be right now? I'm right for saying that he don't do nothing for his city that he come from. When he had 100 people from New Rochelle, and that ain't even counting the God bodies that came from where they came from. You had 100 people from New Rochelle at every show. All the thugs in the city was backing y'all. Some of them was family to one of the members. Niggas was backing y'all. What you do for the city? You claiming that you from Brooklyn, bro. You from Davenport and New Rochelle, my nigga. So if y'all feeling Lord Jamal is right, I'm right about the statements that I make. That nigga don't do nothing for the city he came from. Niggas went out and bought the fucking tapes when there was cassette tapes, nigga. Niggas was buying records. They was buying everybody's records. Everybody from the town was happy to have a hip-hop group from the town. You heard? Everybody from the town that they from was buying their records. Some people was buying the record 2 and 3 times. Niggas was buying tapes mad times. This nigga ain't come back to the town and do shit, nigga. He put other niggas on, respectfully to the other artists he put on. They ain't got nothing to do with this, but that nigga didn't come back home. That nigga don't even have a park in his name back here in New Road, man. Them niggas ain't got no fucking parks or nothing. You know what they got? Fucking pictures spray painted on the fucking parking lot garage, nigga. Don't tell me what I know. These niggas ain't, especially him, that nigga ain't do nothing. Nigga ain't do nothing. Fat Joe got movies, he got shit. Even though he did, people in the Bronx feel he ain't do enough, he did something. He did something. The fuck? He made sure Pun had the block named after him. I don't know if it's still up there, but rest in peace, Pun. I'm not going to get into further what he didn't do, or I'm not here to do that. But I did see him do some things. Lord Jamal, you ain't do shit for New Row. Fat Joe put niggas on from the Bronx. Gave them niggas deals and helped put millions of dollars in their pocket. Whether they fucked it up or not. He helped niggas from where he from. He helped niggas. You ain't do nothing, bro. Spade's a spade. Fuck what niggas is talking about. I know of that man. I'm from New Rochelle. I moved around these streets since 1977. Yeah, I'm 47. So yeah, I know what I know. And I know for a fact that that man condemning another black man, though. That man condemning another black man.
Criticize his takes on social media. Expert opinion. As you heard in the clip, Fat Joey seems to be upset getting called out. Black Americans, let's be specific, they find it very hard to admit on hip hop today that you know what I mean? What's so hard?
This shit is whack, man. Of course they got to. At least he made the effort to go do that, B Dolo. He made the effort to go get the permission from the city. This man ain't come back to this city and get no permission to do nothing. Nothing. He came back and performed at the hip hop 50th anniversary 2 years ago. Then some shit happened where he came this past summer, got paid, and niggas don't come back. That's the only time we see niggas in this city. Niggas gotta pay them to come back to a city that supported them, nigga, when they was broke. When he was out here wearing Carhartt vests with the bare face, and his dreads was only about this long. Yeah, nigga. When they was riding in the Jeep Wranglers and the Hondas, and man, come on, man. They had a couple hitters running with them around from the city, nigga. That's why these niggas was strong like that. Come on, man. Fuck out of here with this shit. Niggas is on goofy timing. This nigga talking about another black man. So now I'm gonna talk about you, because I know you never crossed the bank and the post office area. And if you did come into the hood, it was one of the power players from the hood that brought you through there. Niggas had to give you passes. Niggas was beefing with y'all on that side of town when I was young, man. Niggas used to go down there just for wreck. I remember this shit, bro. Don't make me, man. Nigga was a shorty then, man. What you mean? Do something for the kids. You ain't got to do shit for no grown-ass, willing and able person. Do something for the kids in your city. Give back some fucking book bags or something. Do something for the homeless. Give a nigga a blanket or something that's sleeping in the fucking street. It ain't gonna cost you shit. I do it out of my own pocket. I had a toy drive last December. Spent over $5K on toys and handed them out in the middle of my hood. Before that, I cooked out on my block for 2 summers. This is out my own pocket, and I ain't no rapper. I ain't no legend, no legend in the industry. I'm just a regular person that give a fuck about the community I come from, and I give back. Ask about me or not, you know what I'm saying? But I know what I do for my city, and I do more than niggas did. Niggas ain't do nothing, nigga. Shout outs to Ray Rice. Niggas can say what they want. That man gave close to $500,000 to his high school. Man, people are less fortunate. What you mean? It's the simple things, B Dolo. You ever seen some kids living so bad that they can't celebrate Christmas? We was giving out free haircuts. You see kids out here living bad. Their parents is messed up. We making sure that we giving out haircuts and stuff. What we talking about? I cooked food for 2 summers and fed my community. So that helps some people eat at night. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I give out clothes to the homeless. That's what I do. What you do for your community? Care to share? I'm just asking because, you just made a statement. So I want to know what you do for your community. Take your time, too. You know what I mean? I gave out cleaning products, bundles of cleaning products to families that needed shit, didn't have the bread. I'm one of them guys. Man. If I see somebody fucked up in the game, I help. See, then what you saying is, what you making a statement, what does giving out bullshit toys do for real, bro? and you don't do nothing for your community, we not the same. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. I mean, I salute you for doing for your peoples, but I do for my peoples and the outside. Peoples that's my people and people that ain't my people. Try it one time. Maybe, your community will look at you in a different light and start to support you and stand behind you. You know what I mean? If you want that, if sometimes doing things, the definition of integrity, right? You know the definition of integrity, right? Isn't it doing something when nobody's watching? Doing something good when nobody's watching, or something to that extent? That helps your integrity, right? That's integrity. I don't know. Sometimes it's better to do it when it's not asked. Something so simple. Look, something so simple as giving a bum in the street $1. It's just that simple. You might feel it. You might feel like you in the giving spirit one day. I ain't gonna say that you don't do. You might just be in a spirit where you see somebody, a lady that got a little kid, and she's short on something, and you might have $1 you could spare, or you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call it like that, but that nigga don't do nothing for this city. Never did, nigga. Even never. Nigga went over there to Hollywood and got right. Ain't throw no community cookout, nothing. Niggas, see, and you said something that made sense. You helped when you asked. You know how many times people reached out to this brother to see, you know what I mean? Didn't happen. So I respect that too. You help when you ask. See, it ain't nothing wrong. A closed mouth don't get fed. So if the community and the community activists and the community heads is reaching out to him and they saying, yo, make an appearance for us and, donate to the cookout or whatever that we doing, and he don't show up, that's kind of fucked up, ain't it? But he told you he was going to pull up if you need him, right? You God body. God, they said God take care of fools and babies. If you preaching that God body and you God, and you ain't coming back to the town taking care of the babies, I got somewhat of an issue with that. And that's just for me. Now, I ain't speaking for everybody. I'm just speaking for me because the shit is whack. You try to condemn the next man for something that's crazy, right? And it shouldn't even matter, bro.
Listen, black folk were the first people to put that out there to the people. And then the rest, you know what I'm saying, were influenced. And then they started.
I've been spoke on it too. Because one of his partners in the group that he was from when he was supported, I know the whole group personally. Like, I've been in spots with them. I got the phone call. One of the members' son is a real good friend of mine. So at the end of the day, I've been checked this shit. You know what he did? He dodged the situation. And I said we could have dialogue about it. And I said we can meet up and we can sit down like grown men, and he can school me if he got some knowledge that can school me on the statements that he be making, then I'll give him the floor. At the end of the day, you're not going to get an understanding if you don't ask the question. And if the person don't want to be available to ask the question, that means something inside that question is true, and it goes against everything that the person was stating. So I don't know what the situation is. I was on the phone with the man and told him. I sent love to him and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I said respectfully, niggas ain't do nothing for the city, bro. That's what I get. Oh, so what niggas want niggas to do for the city? Niggas, show the same support that niggas showed y'all when y'all was coming up. I always get in his chats. When he's on the Yadameen podcast, I'm on it, bro. I'm on it. Like, I know of the man for real. This is not no joke to me. And you can ask anybody in my town. I'm going to challenge anything that don't look right. And it don't look right, man. You condemn. That's like me shooting and condemning you down, B Dolo, for giving your input on this and giving your dialogue on this topic. That's like me saying, you don't know, no. You don't know what you're talking about. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I appreciate when you give dialogue. That's what the chat's all about, because I talk to the people in the chat. I don't shoot y'all down. I don't make you feel like you're not less of intelligent. Nah, man. We all coming to this thing on an even playing field. And when you start getting into it, we start seeing who does research, who really be in tuned. And honestly speaking, I used to be in the streets, but now I just sit back and I listen. My mom said, God bless her soul, you got 2 ears, so you listen more than you speak. And the shit that this man be saying, and from what I know of growing up physically watching these guys shoot videos in the hood. I appreciate that, but you don't speak, you're going to fall on deaf ears. But I appreciate you entering the chat and giving up some time so we could build on this shit, because this shit is really bozo-ish. Like, you don't condemn the next man. You supposed to hit that brother on the phone. Y'all in the industry, the man gave you props and respect and all that. But he said what he said, and he felt what he felt, just like you felt what you felt, and nobody could be mad at nothing, right? But at the end of the day, just showed you what it said, what races created hip-hop. It said Afro-American, Afro-Caribbean, and Latino. That's what it said. That's exactly what it said. That's what it said, B. What races created hip hop? Read it. What it say? What it say? So where's this man right in his statement? Hip hop came from the Bronx. It originated in the Bronx. It originated. That's what he said. Predominantly African American. Predominantly. And I'm black, bro. But what races created hip hop, though? What races created hip hop? So you got to be careful about what you're saying out here. Don't let these people manipulate your brain to have you going through all the madness. These people are set out, and they're not even so much set out all the time, but you can see the division that comes into play. Be careful when you click on these people and you listen to what they're saying, because sometimes, it shows. But Lord Jamal, come back home to New Row and do something for the city, man. For the kids or something, man. Come back, open up a store or something. Open up a hip-hop store or something. Or shoot your podcast from New Rochelle. Get an office space and make your podcast location in New Rochelle. Come back to the city, show the love that was shown to you, man. Stop attacking people, man. Niggas know you.